Hello, darling. Hello, Bree. What do you mean trouble? Just an old innocent cowboy. No. Hello, Daniel. Rat Pack. Ooh, dang, I got started sneezing a while ago. Like I was going to quit. I hate to do that. And I can't sneeze just once. If I start sneezing, I'm going to sneeze. Hello, Meg. How you doing, darling? Cruising. Hello. How you doing? No, but I can't sneeze just once. If I start sneezing, I'm going to sneeze 8 or 10 times. Then kill that dog. He's getting too expensive. He's chewing too much stuff up. Mr. Kenny. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Hello, Andre. Mr. James, I haven't seen you in a while. You doing all right? Uh-oh, down on the cruiser. What day, mate? Boy, they're popping in here in a hurry. Hello, Moon. Good evening. Wow. Y'all just moving right along, aren't you? That chat jumping. Hello, Janice. How you doing, girl? You gonna be boogieing down, huh, James? Hey, Cass. How you doing, girl? Haven't seen you in a while. Y'all type too fast. My fingers, I just barely think that fast, much less type that fast. Cass, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in a few days. No, there's very few things that fat helps. Yeah, I was reading someplace that Meg wasn't feeling good. Well, has everybody stayed out of trouble today? Nobody got married or got pregnant or thing like that? Yeah, you take care of yourself, girl. Hello, Linda. How you doing, girl? No stud finder yet, huh? Hello, Hawkins. Lord, Sean, you just like me. You'd make a ugly damn woman. Ooh, damn, I'd hate to wake up in the morning and look over and there'd be somebody that looked like me in bed with me. Ooh, that's a nightmare. Hello, Gracie. How you and the boss doing? Well, no more rain than y'all get. I figured you'd like that, Linda. Well, did everybody get over last night all right? I laughed till I was hoarse last night. It was one of them nights. What I think I need to do is I started numbering these chats, and the ones that are really funny or crazy or wild as heck or something, I think I need to start putting a star beside them. What y'all think? Where you go back and look one up. Boy, Nomac started something on that, didn't he? Yeah, like a warning. If you don't want to laugh, don't look at this. I think everybody was in a mood last night. I got started sneezing a while ago cruising. It, I'm not sick or anything. Ooh, not me. That's not the worst one we've had in here either. Hello, Kenny. How you doing? Nazi? Hmm. Somebody might want to check that out. Oh yeah. That's funny how this thing will rock along 3 or 4 nights, be sort of calm and collected, and then all of a sudden it just all goes to pot. You need to go back and watch that one from yesterday. I saw Angie today and I asked her how she was, and she said she couldn't hardly talk when she woke up this morning. Said her stomach and her chest was still hurting. You have a good one, gal. We appreciate it, Mr. Kenny. You on the job, aren't you? Well, Lord, done put them to sleep already. LOT. Mm. Howdy, Kenny.
Hey, how is everybody? How is everybody?
How was our day? My day?
I said, how is everybody?
Oh. I got 3 pillowcases in the mail today. We're going to get you fixed up.
Hey, Cruising Scene. Hey, Kentwood One. And hey, Bree. Thanks, Daniel. Glad everybody enjoyed my chat.
Yeah, Sean, you missed all that last night. We designed the pillowcase just for Kenny.
Hey, James. Hey, everybody in chat. Hey, NJ.
Kenny going to just ignore the hell out of me.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm. You know I ain't going to go away. Hello, Lillian.
you just saw me not too long ago.
Do what?
Not too long ago, Sean. Hey, Lillian. Hey, T.
Yeah. Like I said, I already got 3 pillowcases in the mail, 3 different prototypes.
I don't even know if I want to know that one.
Hmm.
I don't even know. Have I ever had the Bucky's Beaver Nuggets? Yes, I have, Cruising Scene. And on a scale of 1 to 10, they are definitely a 10.
Bookies. That old boy got from one place to all over Texas.
Uh, you take one bite, you're going to be hooked. if you like, if you like, it's kind of like caramel. If you like caramel popcorn, then you will like the beaver nuggets because they taste just like that. Uh, they taste um just like the caramel popcorn that you get. At least I think so. And if you like the sugar, if you like the Sugar Smacks cereal, it's similar to that as well. I think the Sugar Smacks cereal. No, you are sick, Sean.
A Rat Pack. How about Winston Red Shorts?
I wouldn't even touch that stuff with a 10-foot pole.
What? Beaver Nugget?
No avocado flavor.
I thought you were partial to beaver.
No, I
I
don't.
thought you told me you wanted to do a taste test on beaver.
I do want to do a taste test on actual beaver meat, but
You can't
I
say that without trying to crack up.
I'm not I'm not gonna do no. I'm not gonna do no.
Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
I'm not gonna do no taste test on no avocado. What that stuff is caca
Well, they tell me that regular beaver meat and beaver tail taste
I'm
different.
not eating that stuff, cruising scene. I'm
You,
sorry, I'm out.
you hear me, Kenny?
What's that?
I said, did you know they claim that regular beaver and beaver tail taste different? One of them don't taste like.
I ain't never had neither one, so I don't know.
Well, I thought you were wanting to try it.
Now I've had venison sausage. I love some venison sausage. I've had venison before.
Yes,
I've
that's
had
me.
venison. I've had I've had venison. I've had elk. I've had moose. I've had uh, alligator. I've had frog legs. I've had, of course, many times I've said, I've had, uh, I've had Rocky Mountain oysters. For those that you may not know, those are bull testicles.
Yo, I was just gonna say, in Canada, we call women the Canadian beaver. Canadian women are called Canadian beaver.
But
So
Mm,
you said, when you're talking about beaver, that's what they call that Canadian beaver.
I ain't going there. No comment.
Oh, and how's that avocado? And what you just said, you just ate what? What kind of balls? What?
uh, the bull testicles.
Oh, did it make you more macho?
They actually, believe it or not, from the ones that I've had, from the
Well,
ones that from the one, believe it or not, from the ones that I've had, have tasted just like a regular meatball. The only difference is
you're making
the
wait. What are
only
you talking about? Balls.
The only difference is that's a little bit more muscular and a little bit more tougher than a regular meatball.
A little chewier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still bothers me pretty heavy, Diane. Mm.
Is it like a chicken heart? Like, like a chicken heart when you cook a chicken heart? Kind of like that?
Well, I follow this channel called Carter's Eats, and they actually went and bought some. I see. I did not realize. See, the ones I had, they were already processed, and I guess is the way they were processed. But these were actually fresh, like what you get from, like when you buy your like. They come in a pre-wrapped package, like when you a pre-wrapped package when you get your like steaks, pork chops, and so on, chicken, whatever. They come in a pre-packed package like that. Anyway, these are fresh, and they were. You saw them slice it open, slice the testicle open, and they like deep fried it in cornmeal, flour, and all that stuff. I watched this video. It's been a good while since I've seen it, but I did watch it.
Is there any like health
And
benefits to eating that?
but when they got done with it, when they got done deep frying it and rolling it in cornmeal and flour,
Well, deep
um,
fry anything is good, I guess, if you didn't really know.
it tasted just like they actually said in the video that it tastes like chicken hearts and chicken gizzards. Now
Well,
I've
we
had
don't.
both. I've had both of those. I've had chicken hearts and chicken gizzards, and I love them both.
Well, if you go to Chinese food, you never know what you're eating at Chinese food places unless you really know the people.
Hello, River.
I didn't know V was here.
Hey River, hey Call Me V. Um,
I haven't seen anybody except for Fairy came into my chat today. I haven't seen nobody. It's like everybody mad at me or something. What's up?
I didn't even know you went live. Of course, I've been kind of.
Well, I haven't done the Libra reading yet. I'm sorry, Kenny.
Dang, it's raining like a cow peeing on a flat rock.
Is that what I'm hearing, Ron?
Yeah.
You hear?
What you giggling about, Kenny?
Ooh, shall we go?
Cats?
Robert who? Robert Warren? Okay.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's YouTube not sending videos around or notifications or something because I didn't really have a lot of people lately pop in. Not even like a lot of people I normally come into the chat. I was like wondering if they're okay. Did you guys hear about what happened to the 40 people in the truck? 40 people died, or 48 people died, and it was in a transport truck, and they took some of them to the hospital. I think it was like smuggling people across the border.
What killed all of them?
I think they died inside the truck because there was a free, like it was a big transport truck that has the Freon, but it wasn't working. So they died in the heat.
Damn.
I guess their bodies were hot to touch, like, so they baked.
Are you talking about the ones in a nightclub?
No, here, let me just look at it and I'll tell you what it says. I think, well, it's Mexican people that.
Oh, yeah. down on the border and truckload.
Yeah, the crossing. Yeah,
Somewhere I was reading there were like 21 people in a nightclub died. They couldn't figure out what happened to them.
I heard that too. I do keep up with the news a little bit, and certain people missing stuff and whatever. But I don't really involve myself in their chats or anything like that, like the crime chats.
One in semis like that. That's pretty common. Yeah, Robert, it is. That's really sort of a strange deal.
Cruising scene. Thank you for subscribing to my channel.
Y'all done lost me what you even talking about. 'Cause I have no idea what you even talking about.
We're talking about Boo.
No, you was talking about somebody got killed in a tractor trailer or something, whatever. I don't even know what she's even talking about.
There's so much going on up there. It's like, and did you guys hear about that the Dylan kid missing? He was 18 years old. He was building a farm out in the desert.
No.
You guys all live there, and you guys don't hear about this. And I'm in Canada, and I hear all about it. Anybody in the chat know about this Dylan Runnings kid? I think it's Dylan Runnings. He was only like 18 years old and running a farm and disappeared.
People try to smuggle illegal into our okay.
Yeah. 40 immigrant workers.
I don't have news no more, so I don't.
Hello, Crystal.
I used to watch the Channel 5 news like crazy, but I don't even do that no more.
Yeah, Janice.
I don't even hardly even get the newspaper anymore. Really.
Yeah, he's only 19 and he just vanished, like right in the middle of a desert. Like there's such a desert. Like you can't hide in the desert, but they can hide. They can go missing.
I've gotten to where I kind of feel that some of that stuff they put on the internet is kind of fake news.
No, but the missing people around there, like if you guys are around there, that'd be good for you guys to like be able to search because you're close.
I'll be back in just a minute, Kenny.
Okay, Ron.
Anyways, I just was thinking about that. Like a lot of the people I know on YouTube, a lot of the nomads, they are near those areas where people go missing. They could help find, maybe really help find someone.
Yeah, I made because I made a mistake one time before thinking that it was a legit something I saw on the internet, and I found out it was not real.
Yeah, like certain things are like the Gabby Petito case. She really died, and he really murdered her, and it was a young couple, and that was really tragic. Now they're making a movie about it, which is crazy and it's stupid because and it's crazy because the people in the movie are like 10 years older than they actually were, than these kids were.
There's some weird folks in this old world. Always has been and always will be.
Some things I just don't get it.
Thanks, Bree, for sharing my link.
I was reading a deal a while back that about like in the 1700s and 1800s, people would go off hunting and just disappear. Nobody ever see them again. Or they go gold mining or something like that. Or one of your kids get married and move off, and that'd be the last time you ever see them. And
but the internet's changed all that. Now how you have connections with everyone now.
Yeah. But boy, used to, they didn't have that at all.
Yeah, my mom still thinks like that a lot. So a lot of things she doesn't get it. She's like 71, but she's like, lived so many different lives. Like she lived in Mexico. She grew up in Mexico, right? So that was so different in here, and then you know another 50 years here or whatever. Yeah,
That
she was 40 when she came here. My mom was around 40 when she came here.
that happens in a lot of places, Linda. Yeah, yeah. That was when I was still cutting my teeth.
Oh, thank you, Danielle, for subscribing. It's popping up when people are subscribing to my channel. That's awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And if you leave me a comment, I'll get you back.
Yeah, I find that some people, when they connect with my channel, they connect with me, but they don't leave me a comment to even.
Then you can't return the favor because it doesn't really show up after, it doesn't, when you look in your subscriber list, it doesn't show up all of them that subscribe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hurry back, Robert.
But yeah, I found something on Facebook today. There's a thing I shared it on Facebook. It was about, did you know that parents can hire their kids to do like things for, if you have a channel, like you can use your kids to edit things for you or whatever. You can pay them up to 1,000 something a year, tax free, and your kids can do that for you. And I was like, I was mentioning my youngest son, he's not interested. I'm going to mention to my oldest one, maybe he can help me with my channel somehow. Or even being a model, like I could, put him part of my video or whatever, and then I can pay him. That's what I heard. So I was like, wow, that was pretty cool.
Linda, I can't believe people are so gullible that they go for something like that. That just freaks me out.
Like what?
I was talking about a young girl.
Oh, there was a young girl who
Yeah,
posted finding someone. So young to find out long.
I mean, do they never see the news or see any of that kind of mess? Lord, help.
Yeah, you gotta you gotta always keep your guard up with everybody nowadays. Everybody has an agenda.
Well, you got to have some sense too.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
that,
if the agenda is good, then it's good. But then it should be honestly discussed.
yeah, but you ought to have a certain amount of caution too. I mean, you shouldn't be that damn naive. A
Yeah,
16, 17, 18-year-old kid.
yeah. I'm very cautious about people anymore. If it doesn't feel right, then I don't do it.
Boy, I could run with that, but I won't.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying anything. Like if I don't like the environment that I'm around, I leave.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, people don't like to take responsibility for it. It's always somebody else's fault nowadays.
Yeah, so before you get put in the middle of something, you leave. You leave before the drama starts. You never get blamed for nothing then. Well, if you already sense something's gonna happen, like if let's say you go to a party and something, you feel like something's gonna like there's gonna drama's gonna start and then they're gonna involve you, you just leave because everything ends up being your fault anyway. So you leave before that happens.
Linda, what is a Pollyanna pistol?
Holly, what?
Pollyanna pistol.
Well, it's part of my name, but I'm not part of the Polly. I'm not Polly Shore. He's pretty cool. I'd hang out with him. I'd chill with him.
Oh, that's just a nickname? All right.
Is that like polyamorous?
Uh-uh-uh.
Is that like upside down pineapple?
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
What, Kenny?
Oh, she's talking about nine. She's talking about gun, 9mm, 9mm.
Yeah.
Oh, 9mm. Oh, okay. Whew. Yeah, well, nowadays you better with the way people are now, some people are nowadays. You better have some sort of protection or something to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Well, or just don't go anywhere where you feel like you shouldn't or it's dangerous or something. Just go with your gut, like she said. Your gut will never lie to you, right?
no, I have not eaten no oysters today. As a matter of fact, I have not eaten any oysters in a good little bit. It's been a good while since I've had oysters.
I'm gonna get myself the biggest watermelon on Thursday. I'm gonna go buy the biggest watermelon I can find, the sweetest one too. I need some fruit in my body.
You've been going live about 10:30 Eastern. Okay. I
But
didn't.
the reason I haven't been catching you guys either, I always miss you. Like I come in, like I've been walking my dog at night around this time. I walk her around the building and then around the road and then come back because she's getting so big she doesn't want to walk very far. So before I start walking her out in nature in the fields and stuff, I'm gonna walk her for a while like this. And I started her on an egg diet where she gets like so many eggs in the morning, and I make her an egg omelet like with some carrots and peas today. So that's what she's gonna get, some protein eggs.
Yeah, I knew Rebel Girl had been in police stuff.
Oh, you did? Oh, watermelon. I know. I'm so craving a watermelon. It's like non-fattening, but it's like really sweet juice when you just put it in your mouth and
You know, I go buy groceries. It's hard to carry a watermelon on a motorcycle.
Well, you could get the mini one.
That just makes you mad one time you eat that little.
Well, if you're by yourself, a mini one, like you can get it like that, and put it in your put it in your pouch.
I'm not a kangaroo.
No, I meant in your motorcycle pouch, silly.
Oh, okay. Now I thought you getting plumb personal.
Don't you have like two pouches on? Do you have like a pouch on each side?
No,
You don't have the pouch wrap thing?
no.
Oh, you should get one.
Everybody, everybody ought to have a pouch on.
My friend Rick has one. So like, I'll put my purse and stuff on. If we go for a ride, I'll put my purse and stuff on one side, and he'll put his stuff on the other side.
No, I've got saddlebags on them.
Oh, you do. See, that's what they're called. I call them pouches. Saddlebag. I thought that was only for a horse, not the steel horse. The steel horse I ride. I gotta get my license one day before I get too old to get them. Before I get too old to like have the stability to be able to balance everything. 'Cause I haven't been on a bicycle in a while either.
And Jay, what state are you in?
Saddlebags. Put it in the fridge. What are we putting in the fridge? What I miss? Oh, you had a shitty day. Well, I'm sending you lots of love. A lot of people had shitty last couple days.
I don't
I,
know what Oregon's law is on carrying a gun. Most of the states now is they got what they call constitutional carry, and that means you can carry one concealed, not concealed, anywhere you want to without a license. But you ought to check on that. I
I
don't take.
think state of Tennessee, they've got to where you can carry a not a non concealed um, weapon.
Yeah,
Florida likes their guns. Yeah, there's so much like people are too
Legally.
egotistic to carry them. A lot of them. A lot of people are too egotistic, or they have a lot of mental problems. They shouldn't have one. Like my oldest son has them, and my youngest son, I wouldn't even trust him with them. Like it's like depends on the person. And he went through the school, like he went through the training too. My oldest son, he was responsible. He took the training and all that too.
what's funny about this? When I grew up, every damn boy in high school had a rifle hanging in the back window of their pickup. I mean, there were guns everywhere. You couldn't put a pistol out like that, but I carried a rifle or shotgun down Main Street of town, and I didn't need nothing.
I watched movies about your days. I watched the Western movies.
Well, nobody ever got shot. Any of
The
that.
Western movies, my dad loved those ones.
Hello, plug. So, yeah, that's the way it was. And I shouldn't get into this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I get so damn mad at people talking about uh, assault weapons and all this crap. And I've got a cousin that is a teacher just went off on me on that because she knows I like guns. And I turned around and looked at her and I said, "You're not that stupid, are you?" Oh, she bowed up. She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "That guy that did that shooting broke 100 damn laws, at least." And I said, "You got a politician here that wants to get you off his back. And so what's he start hollering? He going to pass another law. You think that's going to stop anybody?" Yeah.
Some people shouldn't have them. Like if you okay, like different countries, they live differently. So, like when I was a kid, we were allowed to have like slingshots and go kill a bird and and eat it or whatever, like a pigeon, right? And we could cook it up. Like kids would do that kind of stuff. They would make a little fire and they would just do that kind of stuff. But if you did that here, we'd like be a Tarzan. That's what we are, right?
Sean, that's one I don't agree with you on. They,
It all
yeah,
depends on how you're raised.
yeah, weapons don't do anything. It's the people.
Exactly. It's like everybody, like certain people still think what I do is bad, but
Yes.
it's how you use it.
Well, go to England. They had a no boy over there that took a knife and killed, I don't know, 30 or 40 people with that knife. And so they banned knives over there, tried to. I mean, it's all about people. It's not about if somebody's going to do something like that, they're going to use a cane, they're going to use a stick, they're going to use a rock, a knife.
Man, your kitchen is a weapon. Our kitchens are weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Because look at all the knives and shit we have in our kitchens, all the sharp stuff.
But anyway, you need to get off that. They'll
But
be,
a lot of places are dangerous, right? Like a butcher shop is dangerous.
yeah, they'll be kicking us off this thing.
Anyways,
You're right about that, Crystal. That is the baddest two assault weapons there are. Yeah, I enjoy guns, but I enjoy like bows. Uh, I enjoy that kind of stuff.
I
And
shot a 22 when I was a kid. My dad, he was right there monitoring it. Never killed anything though, like with a gun. But it was
and
only for food that we did it. We only did it for food.
Yeah, I know it. We're gonna have to watch Kenny. He hyperventilate.
Oh lordy.
I can't even butcher a chicken anymore. I can't do that anymore. Like I'm so Canadianized that I can't do that anymore. When I was a child, we always had to.
I never will forget that time. I never will forget that time my dad was telling me about for the first time he ever learned how to first time he ever learned how to chop a chicken's head off. he,
I can't do it anymore. I
he
tried.
did he did it one time and he took that axe and that and
Yeah, some people did it like that, or other people
and
got their kids to hold the chicken
he,
while the chicken's head while the parents held the chicken by the wings and then chop with a
he
knife.
must he must have hit a nerve or something because that headless chicken chased him all over that.
They
Oh,
do that. If you let them go, they do that. Their bodies react and they
he,
do that.
he must have. But anyway, that thing even chased him up a sycamore tree, and he wherever Dad went, that chicken was right there, and he was a hollering, "Help! Help! Get this headless!" and that
Oh
was
my
the
god.
one, and that was the one and only time. That was the one and only time he ever did that. He didn't do it no more.
That's where that saying came from, right? Don't be running around with your head. Don't be running around like chicken with their head cut off.
I remember my grandpa and them. Uh, they didn't chop a head off a chicken. They'd wring their neck. They'd catch them by the head and pow.
Swinging.
But
There's
yeah,
so
that
many different ways people did it, but then the way that Mennonite people thought that if you let the chicken go, then you have bruised meat, like you're bruising the meat, because they bang into stuff and hit, and then they get bruised meat.
No comment.
be careful with the coffee.
Huh? Ever buy that meat in the store that has like bruised in it? It's probably the way they killed it. Like the way they do it now. It's I don't even like to watch those things, but I think the natural way was better, the old way, the old fashioned way,
Well,
because people had to put their thought into it, what they're eating, right?
yeah. Well, he also tried to learn how to milk a cow.
Yeah, I did that too.
Well, his granddaddy didn't tell him that before you touch them cow's udders, you're supposed to warm your hands up. well, uh, he was only about, I guess, about 8, 9, maybe or 4. He's only about 4, and anyway, he thought he'd try to learn how to milk a cow. Well, sure, he touched it. He touched him. He touched them udders, and that cow's tail come around there and whacked him upside his head. And he's like, "Ow! Why that?" And he said, "Well." His granddaddy looked at him and said, well, Did you not know you're supposed to warm your hands up?" I was like, "No, you didn't tell me that." You're supposed to warm your hands up before you touch them cow's udders. But that was the one and only time he did that too. He never did do that no more either.
Well, that's some of that common sense. So you get slapped off that stool a couple of times, you'll remember to warm your hands. Nobody will have to tell you.
We had the hoof cuffs for them, where you cuff their hoofs and then they can't kick you, the cows, while you're milking them.
I got in all kind of trouble over that one time. I had four uncles that were teenagers, and I was about 10 years old, and they were all over 6 foot. They were 6'4", 6'5", big guys. Well, I didn't have a chance around them. They'd always done something to me. it'd be loosening a gird on a saddle, or one day the biggest one caught me by the feet and was going to dunk me in a horse trough. It's just full of moss and stuff. And I said, "You better not." Well, he did it anyway. And when I got out of that horse trough, I had moss all over me, nasty. And
It's all
so,
right. I'm just rolling something. I'm gonna go for in a minute here, but so that I was waiting for you to finish. Go ahead.
Kenny,
Yes.
there's one of your motorboats.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Huh.
she's long gone.
Huh.
She's long gone.
Is that you, Anna?
Yeah, that was me when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
I was about probably your age, you know that. I was probably your age, like 24, 25.
Mm.
So yeah.
Hmm. What was that? Kenny's
I
up there.
used to have the six pack. I did. Nice tan six pack at one point in time in my life.
Oh Lord.
All right, did you want to see it again? Okay, I was 24, okay, there. So you can
You
look
was
at that.
24 in that picture?
Yeah, about 24, 25.
Oh.
Yeah, my 21-year-old was only a baby there. Yep.
That is a good picture of you, by the way.
That was taken by a DJ. And he sent it to me years later. And I was like, what? When did you take that picture? I had too many of these, to remember when him took that picture. It was a friend of mine, a DJ, a friend of mine.
You you see what Moon said, Kenny?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. I will definitely, if I ever milk a cow, I will if I ever milk a cow, I will definitely make sure I warm my hands up.
No, she's talking about when you go on a date.
Are you gonna date a cow?
No, 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 no.
No, she's telling you that women like it too when you're whatever when you warm up your hands too first.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
See, I'm the intuitive reader here. I read intuitive things into the messages.
We'll have to put that on that pillowcase. Warm your hand.
I will make sure I warm my hands. I know you don't milk a bull. I do know that.
You're not that much of a city boy, huh? You know that? It's so funny because they used to say that city people would milk a
Oh.
bull and they wouldn't know the difference.
Well, there is a difference between a bull and a cow.
I'm glad you're starting to notice shit already, aren't you, Kenny?
You're learning so much over here.
Well,
Well, now that we got that straight, have you
We got
figured
that all figured out.
have you figured out yet how you gonna tell the difference between a woman and a female impersonator? They gonna be on that. You
I'm
gonna
not
put it out?
going there.
If he has any questions about anything, he can come and ask me.
What are you gonna do? Just wing it when you get on that cruise ship?
Do I know how to make banana bread?
Oh, look at him ignoring me.
Yes, I know how to make banana
What if
bread.
there's a drag queen that looks just like a girl because they're very feminine, so they make a good girl. They make a good looking girl or whatever, and you can mistake them and like, are you gonna like see what's in the package first? If they want to make out with you, are you gonna see what? Are you gonna ask them what's in their package? if they're
Oh Lord.
or if they're a cow or bull.
Well,
Oh, you guys shouldn't have got me on here tonight. Oh my god, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be embarrassed about this later. We got caught. Kenny has nothing to say.
I
Kenny.
definitely I am definitely not doing that, River.
How you
I
gonna know
definitely
though?
ain't doing that.
Do you got like a certain way to have like that radar to know?
I am not doing that. Uh,
You're just not gonna like date, and you're not gonna like and get involved yourself with any of them. I mean, any people on the boat. It could be like a
I,
really pretty girl. It could be the actual girl, like an actual girl. But you're gonna have to take that chance.
I just, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I'm just teasing you, Kenny. I'm sure if you meet a nice girl on the boat, I'm sure you guys will talk for a while, and then, you know, you'll get to know each other. And
Well, I get tickled at Kenny. He starts getting that far away look in his eyes. And you know what he's thinking about then.
if you get the right price, just deal with it.
Kenny gonna come off that damn ship, and I can just see Kenny. And
Oh,
he have four or five girls with him. He'd be smoking a cigar, have sunglasses on, and have a fifth of whiskey in his pocket.
and Jay says, be be careful asking a girl if she's a cow or a bull. Yeah, don't do that. You might get punched either way. I don't think nobody would hit you if you're sitting in a wheelchair, though.
Well, I've learned that you don't ask a female if they're pregnant or not.
If they're what?
If they're pregnant or not.
Yeah, I've learned that you don't do that.
Yeah, some girls just gain a little weight when they eat a
What
lot.
in the world is wrong with these people?
Hello, Ivan.
I'm getting all ki- I'm getting all kinds of.
Hey, it is Pride Month.
Hey, Abba's journey. I seen you come in, and
Not my Kenny. He's a good man. That's what TGF says.
Well, if she's pregnant, you know she got a little experience anyway, Kenny.
well,
Uh, uh, uh,
you don't ask because she may just be
Bloated.
yeah,
Yeah. Period. Bloated. Yeah.
a little on the heavy side.
yeah. Well, just when you just hug her tight. And if she, well, you
you,
know
you
what to do.
don't uh, you don't ask
No.
that either. You don't ask.
Let me tell you a little bit about a woman's body, okay? A woman's body can do that to us sometimes. It can make us sometimes look pregnant. And it can also trick us to feel like we are pregnant sometimes. The woman body can be very tricky sometimes. So a woman sometimes doesn't even know. They wonder if they're just like gaining weight or looking that way. They wonder sometimes. But if you haven't had sex, then you don't have to worry about it.
And I told you you'd make an ugly damn woman, Sean.
I was told I was pregnant around. I down in the cruiser.
Oh, I would think she's in the wrong chat.
Oh, we're just being well. What it says, trouble at Ron's at late night.
There's no telling what they'll come up with on this chat.
That's why it's trouble with Ron. We always see what kind of trouble we can get into, and if we can get in trouble. Maybe if there was an actual pregnant girl, maybe she's looking for a daddy. Because Fury says, "Oh my God, stay away from the pregnant woman."
I tell one of the funniest things in this chat is when somebody comes in here new and wants to know what the topic's going to be for the night.
And today we're talking about. Would you ask us if anybody got pregnant or married? When you first came onto the chat, what did you say, Ron?
Do who to what now?
When you first came on tonight, you said, "Did anybody get married or get pregnant?" Since I've
Yeah.
been going, that's what you said. So that was the topic. So it's kind of we've never got off topic of all kinds of things like that, women stuff, motorboating, beavers, Canadian beavers, American beavers.
Damn, you got a good memory.
I know, right? I'm like a kid. I'm absorbed like a sponge.
Damn, here goes that rain again. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I hear it. If I hear it too much, I'll have to go take a whiz.
Man, go break my kayak out.
Yeah, good men's are hard to find.
No, because running water make you want to go.
Mm-mm-mm.
Banana bread. I did have some frozen bananas. I actually gonna make some soon. I just don't have sugar right now. I paid $5 for a bag of sugar the other day. I spent my last $5 on a bag of sugar because I needed it for my coffee, and it was everything's closed except for the convenience store, and that's how much it was. $5 for a bag of sugar, and it was not even a pound. So being sweet is not cheap anymore.
It never was.
I know, right? We're gonna have to start making more hot. We're gonna have to start making more maple syrup. You know what? That's why I said more people that have maple trees in their yard need to start tapping those trees. That's what they're there for.
Uh, the best sleep in the world, I think, is if you're in a building got a metal roof on it and it's cold and rainy. It starts raining or hailing and hitting that metal roof. Whew, you talk about sleep.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was a kid. We had metal roof and metal tin roof, and it was always what happened to Kenny? Metal roof, and it was loud. But the loudness, that's sometimes the only way I'll go to sleep is if I put thunder, loud music on. I mean, videos on. Then I'll sleep until the rain stops, and I'll slowly wake up. And I usually have it on for like 8 hours. Like I pick one that has like an 8 hour stream to listen to the whole night you're sleeping.
And I'll tell you one worse than that. I had that boy of mine walking around there one day and was drinking a Coke out of a cup. And my ex-father-in-law was with me. Well, that was when the hot boots and hot pants and boots and stuff were real popular. Well, anyway, this gal had a pair of hot pants and had a pair of boots on, and she didn't need to be wearing them because she was so heavy coming around, rolling over the top of her boots and that kind of stuff. And me or my father-in-law one made some comment. Well, about 15 minutes later, I started coming down another aisle, and this gal was on that aisle, and she bent over to get something. When she did, the crack of her butt was showing. And that boy of mine dumped that cup of ice right down the back of her shorts.
Cool her down a bit.
I was pointing at the kid, like I didn't do that. He did.
He tried to blame you, I bet. My dad did it.
Mm. He was little, but he would be mad about stuff like that.
Yeah, don't be a plumber.
Yeah.
Well, you taught him right. You show that person. What did she turn around and say?
Would you get kicked off, Kenny? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, everybody just went to spinning, and that was it, and that's all. And then it just booted me out.
I'm gonna spin out of here because I'm gonna go take my doggy for a walk and smoke my nighty night thing.
Oh, I was fixing to say, we're into smoking 90s now?
My nighty night thing. Yeah.
Mm.
My Mary Jane helps me sleep. Good night,
Uh,
everyone.
Good night, and
Thank you for having me, Ron.
It's always good talking with you.
Yeah, you
You
got
too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow sometimes.
all right.
Come
Be
and
good.
see me. Bye.
Bye. And poof, she's gone.
Yeah.
But I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to Bree on being married at least about 20 years. That
That
is
was,
a long time of marriage. Of course, my dad would have been married if she had lived. My dad would have been married to my mama for 50 years, I guess. I think. I could be wrong.
hello, G.
What's happening there, G?
Hello, kicking.
Can he
Well,
continue seeing more? But then in Nevada house, I'll re-put what? And then return it to me next time we meet. Oh, what?
Kenny, I've been married 28 years, but it's been to three different women.
Oh.
Uh, that's what I said too. Yeah, it's still peppering on down pretty good. Rocky's over there laying on his back, all poor feet sticking up in the air, snoring. I guess he likes his rain to sleep too.
That was a two-part. What? Y'all confusing me.
Does that take a whole lot? What?
Congratulations, Scott. You two make an awesome couple together.
Well, I do a lot of joking about that, but I'll take my hat off to anybody who can stay married. That's not easy to do. Damn, break out my boat.
Is that rain?
Yeah,
My grandma Moses. Oh, Lord.
yep. It's due on the pumpkin out there, I guess. I'm just sitting here thinking. I think I left the damn window down on my pickup too.
If you did, you gonna have a wet seat.
Yeah, I damn sure ain't gonna go out there and roll it up now. Yeah, I keep one handy. Yep. I'm a long way from the Rio Grande. About 250, 300 miles, I guess.
Then I can't go one.
Gone, Linda.
Is that rain or is that actually hail?
No, it's rain.
Okay,
It's not hailing.
because the way that the way it sounded there, it sounded like big old like ice cubes or something there. The way it hit that roof.
No, that's what I like about a metal roof. You can hear it. I'm in a travel trailer, Kenny.
My dad always liked that. He always loved going. He always loved his grandma and grandpa's metal roof on their house, and
It,
he uh, he said he could go upstairs and listen to that rain, and he'd fall so he'd sleep like a baby.
oh yeah, that's good sleeping. The best sleep I ever got, I think I was on a deer lease and it had an old ranch house on it with a metal roof, and it had a wood burning stove in it that you could put a 6 foot log in that wood burning stove, and it was cold and hailing and raining, snowing. You can fire that big stove up and hop up on that couch and listen to that rain and hail. Boy, you'd sleep like a baby. We don't get that hail or ice too often down there in Texas, but when we do, it's usually pretty bad. That weekend we went that deer lease, Kenny, and
Yeah,
the barbed wire fences were about that big around. The wire was just a ice coated around it. Telephone lines, everything had a coating of ice on it. Yeah, well, we were getting a little bit dry here. They'll be glad. Ooh, probably about 100 miles, maybe not quite that far, Crystal. You know, I really don't remember cooking.
what's that?
Read what kicking said.
Was that after you got that quail off your side? Oh, oh,
Yeah, sure got a smell to it, doesn't it? And I ain't talking about the doohickey either.
oh, Lord. Mm.
Mm. Ah, there we go.
That sounds like a crack of thunder there.
That was. Must have been a long ways off because it's still rolling. It's still going. I can still hear it. That was a long ways off.
We'll see. Now, something like that, if I was actually right there with you, I wouldn't be able to stand it because I can't stand thunder.
Well,
Can't stand thunder, can't stand fireworks. But
what,
now if it's like this, like here on the computer or something, it doesn't bother me. If I'm actually there in person with you, I'd be wanting to go hide. I'd
what,
be I'd be wanting to go bury myself 6 feet under.
some of them start out that way. Some deer hunts are funny. Some of them can be a little dangerous. I got one for you kicking. We had a buddy of mine that we'd go into a nightclub once in a while when we were down there deer hunting. He wouldn't go. His wife was a friend of mine. We made it up. I told her, I said, you make damn sure you open his suitcase when he gets home. So I went to town and bought a pair of bikini panties and a bra. And when he wasn't looking, I eased in there and put that on top of his clothes in a suitcase. Well, he got home and his wife opened that suitcase up and just jumped right in the middle of him and went to chewing on him. Well, I told his wife what was going to happen. Well, I saw this guy about, I don't know, 2 weeks later, and man, he just looked like hell. Oh, eyes bloodshot. You tell something wrong. I asked him, I said, man, what's wrong? And he told me, said, my wife found some bra and panties in my suitcase that I don't know where they came from. Said, I've been sleeping on a damn couch for the last 2 weeks. Went and found that woman. I said, you better quit that now. She said, I ain't had this much fun since we got married. Said, I can tell him to do anything. By God, he'll do it. Just about to stay out of trouble. Oh, Lord. That's cruel. Oh, Lord. I had to write a book. If I was to write a book, it had to be 2 volumes. One of them X-rated and one of them R-rated or G-rated.
Hey, did you see that comment from Janice said she's worried about your truck? It would be a swimming pool if you left it open.
Oh, it's too damn late now. It's been raining hard enough. It don't make any difference.
I look a few what now? I look a few oysters short of a bull. What are you talking about?
Oh, Lord.
Okay,
Come on.
now about this. Now, what's this pantyhose story?
You haven't heard that one?
I don't think so.
Well, again, it's a hunting story. It, I got one of my buddies up there that used to go, and we all went to Colorado every year hunting, and we'd ride a horse back up in the mountains about 25 miles. And this guy hated horses, but he'd get on that horse and ride up in the mountains and full day. And the next day he couldn't walk; he'd be so damn sore. The inside his legs would be sore. So
Yeah.
that next year when we got ready to go, he went to. He's from Houston. He went down there and went to a stable and took riding lessons. Well, this little old girl that was giving the riding lessons after about 3 or 4 times, she said, "Why are you doing this?" I said, "I can tell you hate horses. You don't like this." And he told her. She said, "Well, I can tell you how to cure that. That you go home and you get a pair of your wife's pantyhose and you put them on first, and then you put your jeans on over that, and said it's slick. It it'll slide. It won't
Yeah.
slide. It won't make the muscles on your legs do all the sliding." So he went and put the panty on, went out there the next day, rode, and it worked. So we went to Colorado that year, and he got on that horse and rode all day long up in that mountain. He got off of it, and man, he was feeling good. He got up and hunted that next morning. He said everything worked real well till about the fourth day. I was putting them pantyhose on, and that guide walked in a tent. So that's the pantyhose story.
Oh, okay.
That would be sort of bad with about 10 guys in camp. You were wearing pantyhose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rode horses enough. It didn't bother me. You get that wire brush tangled up in all that hair, Janice, you never would get it out. That's why these women down here fool them horses always got jeans on. If they had a skirt on as hairy as their legs are from not shaving, they'd stick together and they wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Well, T, there's one thing about them. Every damn one of them true. I couldn't make that up. Oh, Lord. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing all this. You want the quail story or the beef story, Diane? Shut up, Kenny.
Oh. You know, I was if you saw my video,
Oh, Lord. Hello, loves. How you doing, darling?
hey Rose, if you just saw my video before I did my live, like where I was doing that hand crank, I was fighting with a wasp. Oh yeah, I opened the passenger side door of the van today. And of course, I did find out that the van battery was dead after my dad had already hooked it up and everything. It was dead. It was turn. It had enough power to turn the starter, but it wasn't enough to crank it. But anyway, I opened the passenger side door, and I kid you not, there was this big old wasp nest right inside them door hinges. Right, I mean, it had all kinds of wasp in there around it and all that. I wasn't going there to touch it.
What, you knock it out of there?
No, I left it.
Well, you're going to have to get it out of there soon. Eventually.
I called my mechanic. I told him, I said, you be careful opening that passenger side door. I said, there's a wasp nest, a big old wasp nest right inside that door hinge. Right where right inside there, you know. And I said, I wasn't going to touch it because it had all kinds of wasps in there around it, and I wasn't going.
All right, we're going to tell these two stories one more time. You're going to have to go back for a replay to hear them after this. We'll do this just for Ann and see if she cracks up on these. And I was hunting down in South Texas, and they got big old boulders down there, and the rain will get in there and bust them boulders open. Well, anyway, there's a big crack in one of them boulders, and there's dirt in the bottom of it and the grass. And we killed about a 6-foot diamondback just a couple of hours before. Those snakes were out. Well, I was sneaking up on a deer, and I stepped across that crack in that rock. And when I did, there was a quail in that crack. that quail come up out of there, just and hit me right in the And if it'd been a snake, it would have been all right because he damn sure couldn't have bit me there because there's a plumb up in my throat. It scared me so bad. But what the deal with the doohickey is, well, I think it was kicking. It was talking about that feather on top of that quail's head, called a doohickey, and feathers tickle. What are you laughing about?
Seeing a picture of that in my mind right now.
Well, I tell you what, my voice went up about 5 octaves. I'm talking
You
like this.
just cut out and froze there.
I said my voice went up about 5 octaves. I was talking like this. Oh, I guess we're gonna do the bumblebee one more time, and then you're gonna have to go back to a replay on them after tonight. Arizona. When I'm running my business, and I had a bunch of guys working for me. Shut up, Kenny. Kenny laughing. We ain't even got there yet. You all right, Kenny? Anyway, I was working with guys, and we sold deer feeders. Dude, these automatic deer feeders, built them, sold them. Well, I was out on the back lot cutting some pipe out there, and there's a couple come in wanted to look at some of the deer feeders. So I come walking up to the shop, and all of a sudden, something stung me right on the bottom of the doohickeys. I walked on up there and started talking to that man and that woman. The longer I stood there, the more I got lit up. Finally, I hollered to one of them boys, like, you come up here and talk to these folks. I got to go. And so every time I took a step, I could feel that damn stinger hanging on everything. So I took on the pickup and went home. And
Oh,
I walked in and there wasn't nobody there. And I went in there and found a damn pair of tweezers and pulled my britches off and hopped up in the middle of that bed. Had one leg sticking up in the air, trying to get hold of that tweezer and pull it out. And
ouch.
my wife walked in. Said, "What in the hell are you doing?" Told her she needed to leave. Okay, you done heard the 2 stories now, Ann.
Yeah, that was. I don't blame you. I believe I'd be trying to. I believe I'd be. I believe I'd be shucking these clothes off faster than grease lightning. Because those are very sensitive areas.
It wasn't funny a damn bit, T. Not at the time.
Oh Lord.
Mm. Yeah, pretty close, G. If it had been a little bit further away from where it was, it might have helped a little bit. So, you get bee stung, everything sort of swells up.
Oh Lord.
What's wrong, Kitty? She just wanted to falling out laughing.
Oh.
Mm-mm-mm. Fella can get himself in some predicament sometime.
Mm.
Somebody in here was talking about somebody crack was showing in the back of their pants, and I was thinking about we had an old boy working for us that weighed about 300 pounds, and he would and the crack of his butt was always showing anytime he was around, and that was the funniest thing in the world. And that welding shop, that old
Yeah.
boy would be welding, or somebody would have a hot welding rod, and they'd walk by and just drop it down the crack of his butt. And what's funny, if something hot goes down the crack of your butt, the first thing you do is clamp down. Well, that makes it burn worse, so you turn loose of it. And he'd be sitting there going, that's the way his butt would be going, trying to get rid of that hot steel. I'd be on the damn floor laughing, man.
Oh well,
That's a new version of having
my
a.
my dad used to have a family member, and that he would always wear his, no matter what pants he wore, but he would always wear them below the hips, and but for some reason he never would lose them. I mean, that's just the way he always wore them.
What do you mean that's wrong, G? Them boys that I had working for me, now I'll have to say this: they worked hard, but they played hard. Lord help, you didn't never know what them boys gonna do. Somebody'd be get their jeans tucked in the top of their boot or something, and they'd have a welding rod, and that thing be red hot. They'd walk by there and drop it in somebody's boot, or take it and stick it in somebody's shirt pocket, or I mean, them boys played rough now. And you can't get mad if there's 15 guys laying on the floor, rolling, laughing.
Good night, Ann Jay.
Good night, Ann. What you telling me to stop for, Bree?
But I mean, he, I don't know what kept his pants up, but he would always wear his pants below the hips.
Oh, never mind. No comment, Bree. Lord help.
Oh Lord! Good night, T.
I tell you what, that was the best crew. Good night, T. That was the best crew I ever had in my life about that time, though. They'd come in on Monday and everybody be hung over and didn't feel like doing nothing, and I sort of let them go. And we'd stop for lunch, and when we come back from lunch, I said, okay, we've been goofing off all morning. It's time to go to work. Hell, they do 2 days worth of work. that afternoon. They So you didn't mind them goofing off because they'd make up the time. That was a good crew. It was a pleasure to work with them. Good night to you. I hope you get to sleep. And we putting them to bed, Kenny.
I guess so.
I'm gonna put Ann to bed and T to bed and what was it? Was it Crystal or Linda? Linda to bed. Damn. It must be pretty boring to put all these women to sleep.
Uh, well, it is it is 2:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if no, I doubt he'll come at 3. I probably won't hear from him for another week or two, probably.
Story of my life, Michael Ann.
I was gonna say talking about my mechanic guy. I probably won't hear from him for another week or two, probably.
You might not hear from him at all if he gets in that wasp nest.
What? I told him about it. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing to spray it with, so I didn't have no. And I wasn't. I was afraid I'd make it mad and stir its nest up, and I'd have them chasing me and everything else. I can honestly say, in my 27 years of life, I have never been stung.
You better keep your legs crossed.
I can. I can honestly say I've never been stung. So.
Lord, I've been stung so many times by wasps and bumblebees and honeybees.
And I'm one of these that I'm afraid that if I'm I don't know if I'm allergic to it or not, but
A rabies carrier.
no, allergic,
Oh,
allergic.
I think so.
I
Where in the
don't,
rabies
don't
come?
know. I don't know if I'm allergic to those things or not, and I don't want to take the chance on finding out. Because the only way you're really gonna find out is if you actually get stung by one.
If I was allergic to wasps or bee stings or anything, I've been dead a long time ago. When we were kids, you used to, like, if you got a box of oranges or the apples or any kind of fruit, they come in a wood box,
Mm-hmm.
and that was balsam wood. It was real light, and we'd take the side off them boxes and trim them down and make a hand hose on them. We'd go find them wasp nests, or bumblebee nests, or and get them stirred up and go to fighting them with them things, playing baseball with them. I've been stung so many times. I got stung one night, Kenny, right
Yeah.
there, right there on the lip.
Ouch.
And in about 20 minutes, you could hold your finger on the end of your nose and your lip was sticking out that far. I tell you, the worst thing there is to get stung by, though, a bee or wasp is pretty bad. A stinging scorpion is pretty tough, but an asp, that fuzzy worm, ooh, Lord, now them things hurt. I don't know if y'all got them up there.
What's that now?
It's an asp, ASP, and it's a caterpillar that's got all kind of hair sticking off of it. But every one of them hairs is a stinger. Boy, you touch that thing and it'll light you up.
Mm. Scott says he's kicked several. He's knocked several nests down already. If they're just getting the nest started, you can knock it down and stomp them. Well, this one already had wasp on the outside of it, and I was not going to touch that thing with the wasp on the outside of that thing. Uh-uh. I got better sense than that. I was not going to touch it.
Shut up, kicking.
Good night, River. And
Good night, River.
yeah, I wasn't going to. There is no way I was going to touch that thing.
Good night, Lillian. Oh, that rain outside. It's getting cool in here.
I don't know how long that thing had been in there, but it was. But I just opened the door and there that thing was, and I was gonna keep my distance from it because I didn't want to make the moss mad and make them start uh, chasing me.
Do y'all have hornets up there?
Yeah, we got hornets, we got bumblebees, we got boar bees.
Do those hornets? Do they build a nest that looks like a pear?
Yeah,
Well, we got in trouble over some of them one time up there in Colorado. Them things will be there'll be a big old pear nest that big around, and that long, and it just full of them hornets. And they got a hole right in the bottom of them, and we'd go back up there at night. Somebody wanted to carry one home. We'd go back up there at night and take a trash bag and get cold, and all them wasps would take them stepping up. They wouldn't sting you and slide that trash bag over them and cut the limb off, and then just take wasp spray and just spray in there. Just seal up inside that bag and kill
yeah.
them. Well, one of my buddies had a Jeep Wagoneer, and he got one of them hornet's nests like that. Well, he didn't spray that damn hornet's nest good enough. It was cold. Well, he threw it up in the back of his damn Jeep. I was running down the highway, and the heater was on, and it started getting warm in there, and them hornets went to coming out of that nest, and he just left his truck, let it run off the road. He jumped out. He was still running 5 or 10 miles an hour, and them hornets wore him out. Looked like somebody had hold of him with a baseball bat. And I bet he got stung 50 times. Black jackets, I ain't never heard of that one now.
I haven't heard of black jackets, but I've heard of yellow jackets. We've even got those little red. We've even got those red wasps too.
Them
Those
things,
yeah.
and they're pretty. They're not easy going. They will get after you pretty quick.
We got black wasp. We got bumblebees. I mean, you name it, we got it pretty much.
And bumblebees will light you up. And when they sting you, if you're messing with them, they'll hit you. I mean, they hit you hard. It's like a piece of hail hitting you.
That sounds like thunder there.
I think it is. That's pretty close to them. But it's still rolling. Mm.
But yeah, now my dad's dad, I think it was, maybe his granddaddy. Anyway, he could stick his arm out like this outside, and he could have a whole slew of them on his arm, like a wasp or something on his arm, and they wouldn't bother him at all.
If you're not scared of them, they claim that they won't sting you hardly. I've seen people do that with honeybees. They just get in there and mess around, and but they wasn't scared of getting stung. Yeah, yeah, the rain's slowing down. It sounds like the thunder, lightning's still going. Well, I said that. Say, Kenny said he does not like that.
Not when I'm right there. If I was actually there at your place, I wouldn't.
Well, what you gonna do though?
If it was with it being like this, it doesn't bother me. But if I'm physically right there at your place, I'd be wanting to go somewhere else.
Yeah, but you got to go outside where the lightning is before you can go somewhere else.
I usually don't go out of my house.
But
I don't.
if you was at my house, where in the hell would you go?
I don't know where. I'd be wanting to go find me someplace where the. I'd be wanting to go find me someplace where it's where I feel the sound is muffled and things. If I'm in a building like a hospital building or a church building,
At this range, you.
a church building or somewhere where it's a big building where the sound is muffled, it does not bother me. But if it's like in my own house, a mobile home, or a building where the sound is not muffled very much, then that's when it's just something that it bothers me. That same way with fireworks. I can be in like a building. I can be in like a building somewhere where the sound is muffled, but as far as uh, you know,
Well, we get these thunderstorms here in Texas, especially this time of year. And sometimes we get what you call heat lightning. And it won't be raining or anything, but it'd be real hot. And boy, you get lightning and thunder, you light the whole sky up. Yeah, gee, people talk about we can't make it without the honeybees. Honeybees are not even native to the United States. Those are European bees. But they came in here, and I think they pretty well killed the native bees off.
that's the reason why when it storms here, and if it's doing that stuff here at my house, you won't hardly see me around online.
Okay.
So
That's usually when a big light shows happen, is that heat lightning or whatever you want to call it. I'll be back in just a second, Kenny.
I, but yeah, and same goes for when this coming Monday being the 4th of July. I do not like fireworks at all. I'm hoping that they stay away. But yeah. It but yeah, I just don't. I'm fine with everything else about the 4th of July, but as far as the only thing I dislike about the 4th of July is the fireworks.
Yeah,
I absolutely despise fireworks.
it's been hot here the last few days. It's been around
There,
102, 103.
Diane, there is nothing that I have tried that has helped. I've tried everything out there on the. I've tried everything out there, and nothing helps.
That's amazing how you can hear out of those headphones if you got good ones. That you can hear somebody talking, but as soon as something like a gun going off or lightning or thunder, it'll block that out instantly. We used to use them. Hello, Sunfish. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Sunfish.
We when I was head of that rifle and pistol range, we had to wear them all the time. They work. Well, I was surprised Kat's not in here. I think she got home today, did she?
I'm almost pretty sure I have, G. I'm not sure.
I bet you have made it because you can't hear loud noise in them with them. Just you can hear somebody talking, but a loud noise, well, you can't hear that. If it'll muffle a gunshot to where it's not loud, it damn sure muffle thunder.
So you can't hear anything at all?
That's well, Diane talking about a different kind. The kind we had, uh, you could hear somebody talking just like we're talking right now. You could hear everything it's saying. But the second that it got a loud noise, it cut off. And he could do it so fast you wouldn't hear a gunshot or thunder or nothing. That might be something you want to try.
Like I said, when that stuff comes around, I usually just want to go bury myself 6 feet under to where I can't hear it. I mean,
Well,
it's that bad.
but it would be nice if you had you're getting where you run around more than you used to too. And it'd be nice if you had a set of them things that you could hang with that if you got caught someplace, well, you'd have something to take care of it. And I don't know if you got any buddies that shoot guns a whole lot, but if you do, you talk to one of them, I guarantee you they got some of them cats in the headset. Hello, Grandma Kelly. How you doing?
Hey, Grandma Kelly. Yes, we're still up.
Damn, it's raining again hard.
Yeah.
I may have fish swimming around in my pickup.
You still ain't went out there to see if your window was up or down, did you?
I ain't gonna go out there in that rain. There ain't no reason to get wet. If it's already wet, I guarantee you.
That is if you hopefully. That is if you actually left it down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I was over in Southeast Asia, well, in the monsoon, about 3 o'clock every afternoon, it start raining just like you turn a faucet on, and it rained 3 or 4 inches and then quit. No thunder, no lightning. It just started raining. When I was back in the rear and was sacked out in the bunk one day, and I pulled my boots off and set them beside my bunk, and we got a real heavy monsoon going. I woke up, my boots were floating out the door, and they were catching fish in there, swimming around in them barracks. I mean, you have one of them swamp asses, Diane? Well, you believe we've been on there 2 hours, Kenny?
That's hard to believe.
I know it. I guess we might ought to start thinking about shutting this thing down. You know, we still got 20 people in here. I was sure wish we could tell who was still in here.
It says you got 21 in here.
Yeah.
I think you had up to like 27 or 28 earlier, I think.
It was over 30 earlier. Well, everybody's getting back from our meetups and everything. That's quite a place, isn't it, Janice? Been over a couple of times. Everybody ought to go there once.
Good night, Grandma Kelly.
Yeah, good night, gal. Appreciate you coming in.
I just wondered. Let's see, what was it?
Yeah, I have too, sunfish. We were camped below Possum Kingdom one time, about 20 miles, and they kicked them gates open. One of them stuck, and that river jumped 8 foot in about 30 minutes. And luckily, I heard it changing, and we were camped on the sandbar, but it didn't take long to get off that sandbar.
So, exactly what are these headphones called?
It's just noise canceling headphones.
It's just called noise canceling headphones?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite an experience, isn't it, Janice?
Because I was thinking since I get paid Friday being the first, I was thinking about going somewhere maybe soon if I can get some. I will. So
And have you got any friends of yours that hunt or shoot guns or do anything like that?
not that I can think of at the top of my head.
Yeah, it sure was, Janet. I tell you what, that damn airport coming out of the Philippines used to be a pretty wild ride too. Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I was thinking. Then
good.
actually,
Dude. You have a good one, girl.
um,
That's the one where the runway's out in the ocean. We landed in there and there was a big storm. There were waves going over that damn landing strip or up on it. That was a little bit swirly. Hell, it's still thundering and lightning pretty good. You done a lot of traveling, haven't you, Janet?
we don't have a sporting goods store anymore, Janice.
Yeah, I don't know. They may be cheaper now.
I mean,
Back
not.
when I
I
bought
mean,
mine, they were high.
not Janice, but Diane. I mean, I think Janice's name there, and that's what come on. You shoot guns all the time, just regular earplugs. Yeah, yeah we it's probably I had to go. Is that academy? I'm gonna call before I make that trip up there though. Hey, Chasing America.
Hello,
I
Jay.
enjoyed your latest video that you put out.
I used to shoot some rifle and pistol matches, and that's when I bought my first set of those things. But they had just come out, and it just got where they really worked well, but they were like $100, somewhere between 100 and 120 bucks then. They're a lot cheaper than that now. But what I was thinking about, Kenny, if you could find a uh, pair of those things to take with you when you went to Disney, it might be worth the money.
Yeah, I was told that Disney they shoot fireworks every night over there.
Yeah, they do. It's been a lot of years since I've been there, but they did then. So, yeah. Well, are y'all about ready to shut this thing down, or y'all want to stay open another 15 minutes, or what?
You might as well go another 15.
You ain't no damn help at all, Kenny.
Uh,
Uh,
but yeah,
you what? I tell you what, you're going into withdrawal. You can't get me hurting anymore from my ribs hurt. Look at him laughing already. What's so funny about you making me hurt?
See you cracked
And I didn't say a damn thing funny about it.
up.
Mm-mm-mm.
especially especially when you're trying not to laugh, but then you try not to laugh while you're hurting. That's what's hilarious.
Huh. I'll get even with you one of these days. I'm gonna say, Kenny, you remember when you give me a hard time? It's my turn now.
Oh Lord. Oh,
What are you moaning and groaning about? Is there anything else you want to put on this pillowcase?
I don't know.
Don't do it, Kenny. It ain't gonna work, bro. You drink that coffee, you're gonna be spitting it out your damn nose again. Yeah, go ahead and drink it.
Oh Lord. You killed me, Ron.
Go ahead and drink it, Kenny. I dare you. You ain't heard about the pillowcases, Kenny? I mean, that ain't gonna help. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We got some custom pillowcases we gonna make for Kenny to take on that trip. You working tonight, kicking?
I gotta drink a coffee then.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Asshole. Yeah, we figured we'd get a pillowcase rigged up with a nipple right in the middle of it, and one that you could sit there and go to pushing the sides of it up. He'd go to standing up and getting hard. That'd give him something to practice on.
Oh.
Get a pair of them, and he could practice motorboating anytime he wanted to. Put one of them nipples in each ear. Look at Kenny try to ignore her. Kenny.
Yes.
Yeah, you might have to check him on that. He'd be trying to sneak those in, kicking.
As long as Kenny don't bring that on our next camping trip. um
I think Kenny's sort of liking this idea. You ain't gonna be able to hold it. You're gonna fall out in a minute anyway. Yeah, I know it. What's wrong, T? Damn, we're gonna have to be some long pillowcases. You got skid marks on them too.
Mm.
Mmm.
Oh Lord.
That'd give a whole new meaning to the term body pillow, wouldn't it?
I'm not touching that one.
You slobber on your pillows, Kenny?
Yeah, I have before in the past, yeah.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Yet. That lightning's close now.
I have seen.
You ain't never played telephone, Diane? You know how to play telephone, Kenny?
No, I don't think so.
That's when you put a nipple in each ear in motorboat.
Oh. Yeah. I was thinking
What were you thinking, Kenny? I want
of,
to know what you were thinking.
of how I used to take a couple of like cans or cups and something, put them on a string, and there'd be one on each end. A telephone that way. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I can see Kenny now coming off that boat, smoking a cigar, fifth of whiskey in his
Yeah.
pocket. Four women
No,
pushing.
not hardly. Not hardly.
What kind of can we talking about now? We talking about a tuna can or a quart can or what
You
can?
know, like you know,
I
like
don't know, or I wouldn't be asking you.
like a like a vegetable soup can or something like. You'd have one on each. You'd have one on each.
Damn, Diane. You can't leave now, T. Mm-mm-mm.
um.
What are you on about? Oh, Lord, what we talk about in this chat? No, they said they want to run 15 more minutes, so Well, it's been 15 minutes, hasn't it? Yeah. Damn, Diane, that'd be enough to give a fella two black eyes. I was going to, but they said they want to run a little bit longer. It ain't gonna be long, and I'm leaving. Kenny got where he's ignoring us. Look at that grin. Ain't no telling what in the hell Kenny's really thinking.
Chasing America just dropped a video.
Who?
Chasing America.
Mm. Oh,
Chasing America just dropped a video. Erica is her name.
what? Uh, what a way to go. What's wrong, T? Well, I told y'all that we were going to start taking pictures, try to get the right one to put on the pillowcase, and then Gino's talking about making a calendar with the guys' butts. Well, we could just do that with nipple. Nah, you couldn't get in trouble in here, T. You might have just jumped right in there. I ain't gonna touch that one.
Well, oh Lord.
What are you praying about?
Oh Lordy. That's hilarious. Oh,
Aren't you glad you found all these women? Get you ready to go on that cruise, Kenny.
I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it.
Oh, I know you are. I still think you better go get you some good eye drops.
Why is it?
Well, that eye strain, you get around that swimming pool and all them bikinis, that eye strain might get pretty bad. May need something to cool them eyeballs off.
uh, oh Lord.
Couple of them gals with them string bikinis on that got a band-aid in the front and just a string in the back.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Breathe,
Oh Lordy. Oh me.
breathe, Kenny. Breathe. You saying it's hard for you to float on your stomach, Diane? I bet that'd make it tough for skin dive. Yeah, Diane'd have hell trying to snorkel. Turn over and try to look down under that water with that mask on and be flipping back over on her back. Look like a whirly bird out there in the water. Boom, 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 boom. Don't run off, T. You done stayed this long. Yeah, I used to like to do that. I used to like the skin diving until I busted both eardrums, and that took both care of that. You think you're safe, Janet? The way y'all keep talking about that, I'd like to be a little mouse and watching y'all put them flotation devices on. Well, I haven't got any flotation devices. T. But someplace you got to wear them. Oh, silicone. Now we're getting right. Y'all had enough stories for tonight, T. Well, T, you'll have to go check out some of my videos because there's gonna be one channel on this thing that's all it is. Here goes the rain again.
Now, who's that?
Yeah. Hey, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
You know, I had a job as a silicone inspector. They looking for some more help. You want me to put your name in the pot?
No, I'll pass.
If you try to drown, you kick it. I don't know how much rain we've got already tonight, but I bet you get close to an inch anyway. What are you looking at, Kenny?
I'm just flipping on Facebook.
I thought you were watching TikTok or something.
No, you, no.
Yeah, we're good. And this wasn't that supposed to happen. We were supposed to just catch the edge of it.
I think at the 2:30 mark, I'm ready to shut it down. Ready to call it a night.
Tanya. See, there's you another story right there about stuff that buttons in the front. Good night, Kick It.
Good night, King of the Country.
Yeah, we're fixing instead of 15 minutes, it's been 30 minutes now. Boy, that thing getting after. I wonder if this travel trailer floats. Make a houseboat out of it. Oh, I will. It should be good sleeping tonight. Mr. Kenny, we went 15 and then we went 15 more. But we got 2.5 hours now.
Yeah, well, it'll help you watch hours for sure.
I don't think I need any more watch hours. I've got over 7,000 watch hours.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Good night, T.
yeah. You see you too. Yeah,
Good night. Good night, everybody in the chat.
I need some more subs, but I don't have to worry about watch hours. I'll bet you by the time I get 1,000 subs that I got 20,000 watch hours. I bet you easy.
Well, I can tell you this. Your numbers will go up and down because mine fluctuate. Mine go up and down even when I'm already at 1,000 and something. So right now I'm at 1,152.
Well, I got up to 333 the other day, and it's back down to 330 now. So it's slowly but surely picking up.
Anyway, good night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too. I enjoyed it. Had a good time. Y'all have a good night and stay out of trouble or have a good time one.
Good night, everybody. Bye, guys.